What's going on, guys? Brad here. Today we're going to be answering the question, can affordable be sustainable in 2025? I have here the new Tisas PX-9 Duty Comp, and on it a Strike Industries red dot. Don't remember the name, I'll put it up on the screen. This whole thing comes in at like 622 schmackaroonies, okay? Now, what is this? It's a striker fired, I would say around G45 size gun. So you're looking at a full size grip with the compact size slide, and I get it nice and close so they can see that. We have the built-in comp, all right? I tend to call that more of a port than a comp because it's a hole in the barrel, not something on the end of it, but that's what they're calling it. Now, off the rip, feels great. Grips in the hand really nice. I love when they add some sort of thumb rest or gas pedal, which they have right here built into the takedown. And the trigger, I'll tell you something funny about the trigger. When I was just playing around with the trigger dry fire, nice, flat face, crisp, easy to find the wall and push right through it. Then I just zeroed the red dot in, and during that I got to interact with the trigger and the trigger reset more specifically. Pay attention to this reset. Let's get nice and close. See this reset. Pull the trigger, watch the reset. Do you know why I didn't stop? You can't feel the reset. You got to have the sensitivity level of the Princess and the Pea. Honest to God, there's no way to feel this thing reset. There's a it's audible if you're in a sensory deprivation tank, all right? If you're on a gun range, you're not going to hear the reset. It's near impossible to feel the reset. And when I was shooting it, you know what? I'm going to be slapping this trigger most of the day anyway. Let's pretend there is no trigger reset, all right? It's near impossible to figure it out. Or I'm just, you know, I got the business. But either way, I don't know, but we're going to shoot this gun a little bit. In the box, it comes with a few things. It does come with a holster, but the holster's kind of sketchy. I'm taking it out right now. It's this, all right? You got this clip. I want to be clear on something. This clip right here, I did not adjust it. I did not stretch it. That's what it looked like. That giant gap right there, bigger than the freaking, I don't know, the Grand Canyon or something.
I always call it massive. Sometimes they say huge.
It's a little sketchy, and look what it says right on there. Warning, insert pistol before attaching to the belt. So I'm going to be doing this all day because I don't know that I want to take a hot gun and shove it in my pants and play a game called Find the Pony. So let's take a few shots with this gun. Don't need the holster right now, so we can leave that off. Let's just load up a mag. Got a mag right here. Take a couple of shots and see how it is. We're standing at about, let's call it 5 yards, all right? Take a couple of shots at it. Let's see how it is. And let's do this. Let's take holster, and we'll holster it up. Let's go take a look at that target right there. Come with me. So at 5 yards, I could tell you two things. It's holding, it's accurate, and I like the red dot so far. Playing with the red dot settings when you first turn it on, come on back with me this way. The red dot gives you two different options reticle-wise. You have dot and you have circle dot, some sort of EOTech looking thing. I just switched it to dot. I'm not into all the fancy reticles. I just want a dot so I can see what I'm doing. Let's do 2 from holster, and I'll just go for a double tap. Let's see how it goes. Not bad. Unfortunately, I can't reholster without blowing off my nads, so we're going to keep doing that. Let's give it another one of those. So far, feels really good. Nice feeling. Dropped one there, and that's on me, honestly. I wouldn't put that on the gun. That will get fun doing that all day, especially knowing that it should get nice and hot as we continue to film. So the gun is pretty nice, but we're really going to have to break this thing in and see how it performs. Let's swap out magazines. Let's get a bill drill going. Now, as usual, always way underprepared, so I don't have a shot timer. We're going to have the camera lady give us a beep to get this started. Beep. And take this thing off once again. That's gonna get old in about 14 seconds, having to keep taking off the holster. Definitely gonna be ordering a holster, but let's take a look at how we did. So I have 5 yards, which is not the normal bill drill distance. We threw this one earlier, and I wouldn't call that throw. We're still in the A zone on that. But in that bill drill, I only dropped 1 into a Charlie. The rest stayed in the Alpha over here. The comp is definitely working. It's definitely doing its thing, guys. Can it perform, though? Is this something we can rely on? They're calling this the Duty Comp. They also have the Raptor, which is the concealed carry size. Can this perform as a duty gun? Can it hold up against names like Glock and Smith & Wesson, guns that have been used in combat zones and guns that have been used on the streets for law enforcement officers, security, and everyday carry? That's the whole goal of today, so let's see. We're going to be firing this gun at the 5-yard line, 2 rounds, A zone, running back to the 15, firing 2 rounds A zone, coming back over here, firing 2 rounds A zone headshot. So it's going to be 2 body, and then 2 headshot when we get back over here. Let's see how it goes. Ready? And take it out. Alrighty, let's see how it went. All of our A-zone body shots went. The last shot at the end, we just went under there. Let's tape it up and let's try it again.
Ready? Beep!
Alrighty. Let's go check it out. All A zones, it's on the line, but USPSA rules that counts. Headshot, we're good too. So, not bad. Guys, one thing I will say is this thing is heating up, and the part I enjoy the least is definitely the part where, 1, I gotta show you more skin than I care to do on a Friday night, and 2, I gotta keep putting it down where there's not a whole lot of protection, because at least when you have a regular holster, you get a little bit more coverage. Here, we're just going skin to metal. Gun's pretty accurate though, all right? We're just shooting. We're not shooting sloppy, but we're not shooting that controlled. And the gun's doing what it's supposed to do. So the gun can shoot. I'm happy with the performance. And by the way, let's talk for a second. That red dot, by the way, it's called the Seeker, all right? It performs. So far, so good. It's a dot. The question is, how well will it do when we start really beating the crap out of it? All right, guys, I got a 2x4 here. And I got a cheap red dot that cost $100. The question is it cheap or is it affordable? Smack it around a little bit. Let's see if it holds accuracy. If I had to take a guess, guys, I would say that first shot right there to the left, that was me. And the rest of them, that was also me, but a little bit better. So, I don't think the dot was compromised from taking a beating. Let's see how the glass does when we beat it up, though. You can see we're taking chunks out of that. And so far the glass still looks all right. I would say it's holding up pretty well. It's taking a beating. Now guys, there are some gun tubers out there that really take this to an extreme level. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, past and present. Guys who have buried these things in the sand, thrown them in a lake, set them on fire, froze them in water, all kinds of stuff. They got a different budget. They got different capabilities around them. All right, they have their own private little area. I'm on a club. All right, I have to respect certain rules that this club has and, you know, allows me to film and do what I want. But I can't just do certain things. So we're doing what we can to beat this gun up. Understand, I'm sure it will have a failure point. I'm sure the dot has a failure point. But so far, 200 rounds in to shooting this gun and shooting this dot, I like both of them. They're holding up to pretty decent standards. Would I say I'd put this gun on as a duty weapon? I would need to fire a lot more than 200 rounds to make that decision. But I'll follow up with another video and let you guys know when I've hit, let's do 3,000 rounds, and we'll follow up and see, is this gun still performing just as well, or is it starting to have malfunctions? But as of right now, no malfunctions so far, no issues with the dot. The package seems to be performing pretty well, and to have a direct mount RMR, I'm pretty happy overall, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Take care. I'll see you next time.